Hey y'all, this is Jeremiah, pastor at Centennial ARP. Thanks for tuning in for today's video devotional. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 18. One who lacks sense gives a pledge and puts up security in the presence of his neighbor. This proverb on the skin level is pretty straightforward, and I feel like for our time and culture is almost not a joke, but I feel like every dad in the world maybe has said this one time or another, which is, son, don't co-sign on a loan, or don't lend out your lawnmower if we want to do something maybe a little bit sillier, because either your lawnmower is going to get broken, or your lawnmower is going to be gone from wherever you store it, and it's going to be stored over where your neighbor has it, and it's going to become your neighbor's lawnmower, right? The concept is pretty straightforward, right? If you co-sign on a loan, or if you put up a deposit expecting payment back, well, humanity is corrupted, humanity is sinful, things happen, and if you're going to say that you're going to assume the debt, in all likelihood you will assume the debt. But that's skin level. I think there's actually one level deeper that we can go for this proverb, and this is where I think we actually need to camp out more. I think that there's a place for us to apply this in that way, and for you to, with prudence and caution, consider who it is that you are joining finances with, even if it's your lawnmower, right? I think that we could talk about that, but it doesn't really have as much spiritual weight, I believe, as where we really need to go, which is right to the cross of Calvary, right to the Lord Jesus. Because Jesus, if I could say it this way, breaks that first thought process of the proverb. Jesus does put up security and payment. He does co-sign the loan with us, his people, knowing that we will fail. Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. The Lord Jesus came to save, not to judge. It's John 3. The Lord Jesus came to serve, not to be served. He said that he would be last, and that his people would be first. And this is God that we're talking about. But Jesus, he, if I could say it like this, has full knowledge of the truth of this proverb. And no, he doesn't break it. He actually fulfills it, because we give to him only sin and trouble and tumult, and yet he pays the price. To use Paul's language from Colossians, he takes our debt and he nails it to the cross, which is where he paid the price for what we have done. That's the good news of Jesus. And so today, as you ponder on, perhaps some of the sillier parts of it, maybe that applies to somebody who's asking you for money or something. But I think where you need to stop and where you need to worship God is in that moment where we begin to realize that we are ones who could not pay our debt. And when we fell to our knees and said, Lord, what can I do? That is where Jesus found you and paid the price for your soul. That is good news. And it takes a whole lot of the troubles of this world and puts them in their place as we see where God sits at the right hand of the Father. This is good news. Be blessed by it today.